Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for April 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. Now that is Monday through Thursday. I will be using my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards for the main readings. I will pull one from my Guardian Angel cards, and I will pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, that is when we go to the main readings. This is just the introduction. The introduction, I am just going to use my Weight Rider tarot cards. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself up to higher power. My job is just to deliver the message. Whatever it is, whatever comes through. Now, this is that really good time that you might want to take a moment to go down and like, share, subscribe, and click on the bell for notifications. I do think that I get a little bit, my channel is not necessarily promoted with YouTube. I don't know if that is because it's too positive of a message. I'm not sure. But I know that no matter what is going on in the world, we do need to live our lives. And one of the things that I am very much a proponent of is to live without fear. Fear is what I consider the tool of the devil. It tries to keep us from reaching our maximum potential. It tries to keep us from, developing, going from that three-dimensional energy being into that fourth and fifth dimensional energy being. We are, the people that watch, I feel, are very much of the light, and we need to support each other, okay? You might want to look up star seeds. You might want to look up light workers, things, those, on the internet to find out more about that. Now, we've been having, all of our planets have been direct. There have been a ton of solar storms. And I have been forwarding some, articles, memes from other people who watch that on my Facebook and Instagram. So if you are following me, you might want to take a look at that. But there's a lot of energy going on. And then we're still going to be in the aftermath of that Libra full moon. And the Libra full moon is, Libra season when it was back, September, October. It was not necessarily an easy season to be around or to be in, especially for Libras. And I do feel like the Libra full moon does want to try to create balance. However, it might have to kick some butt in order to do that. So just be aware of that. We do go into Taurus season. And that will be on the 19th, so that would be Tuesday at 10:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can adjust that according to your time zone. And that in itself, there will be some movement there. We still, Tauruses very much go after what they want. And so that's going to be very, very positive. They can be very bullish. The energy can be very bullish. And I get this, like it takes no prisoner type of energy. So, I will, again, this is the introduction. I will post the timestamp for when you can start your readings. And of course your readings, rising, ascending, moon, Venus, Mars, Mercury, all of those good planets. And those are from your natal chart. And it's very easy to find your natal chart on the internet. Look up, how to see my natal chart. Okay, we've got a couple of cards that are actually falling out. These were falling out, but I had to push them a little bit. So let's see what we have here. Just a general overview of what's going on in the universe or in the, in the world in itself. So we have a major arcana. Now, anything that's reversed, I look at as stronger energy. So we have a major arcana. We have the High Priestess. And I'm knocking my camera around. Hope it doesn't break, because it's holding up with super glue. Anyway, we have a 2. 2 are choices. 2 is the second step of the journey. This is really digging deep. This is really going into places that we don't necessarily want to go into. This is, looking at our spirituality. I'm really getting this really digging deep energy. This is, and again, this is looking into those dark spots. This is looking into the dark areas that we have really not wanted to address. Now, it doesn't have to be our own dark spots. It could be the world's dark spots, the universe dark spots, the dark energies, as I like to call them. But it's really, I really feel like the High Priestess is having us dig deep. Now, it's also, the High Priestess is, connecting with higher power, the source energy. This is, again, I'm getting very much digging deep. So whatever this is, that Saturn in Aquarius does have, the reality versus illusion energy to it. We do have also, right now, we do have these planets. We have Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn all in alignment right now, and they will stay that way for a little bit of time. And I think that the moon joins them, but not quite yet, in this alignment. So again, even though these planets are going direct, they have been getting very, very close to each other. We've been having a lot of solar storms. There's a lot of energies in the universe that are affecting us to major extent, to a major extent. But the High Priestess is saying, dig deep. Look into those places that are dark. Look into those places. And again, light workers, spread your light, shine your light. This is why I'm always saying stay shining, okay? But the High Priestess, we have that too again. And we do have the moon down there. Okay, let's go on and see what else we might have. Okay, again reversed. So we have the Seven of Cups. 7 is a divine number. Divine number, basically, to me, it's a perfect number. It's the, divine intervention, divine interference. A lot of times I like it as the divine umbrella. It shields us from ourselves. Cup energy is our water energy. It is our Cancer, our Pisces, our Scorpio energy, fluid, emotional. Something's going to be going on with Scorpio going forward. Can't quite say what that is just yet, but I remember that there's something, something connected. The Scorpio is going to kind of rear its head a little bit, rear its energy. The Seven of Cups is choices. So there are some choices. Is it the choices to look into the dark energies? And I'm not saying to practice the dark energies. I'm just saying that the High Priestess to me is really discovering discovering what these energies are all about, or as much as we can tolerate and handle. The Seven of Cups, again, is about choices. And then with the choices, what do you do with the information? That many of you know that, I was in healthcare. Well, I'm still in healthcare, but I'm an energy worker now. But and it was always when people would say, well, should I have this test? The question really is, what are you going to do with the information? What plans are you going to make? What are you going to change with the information? Sometimes it's kind of like, if you do whatever you're going to do, there will be more that you have to then do. Remember, choices with the number 2, choices. Where am I going? I also too, again, I mentioned about this is the second step. We have the Fool, we have the Magician, the first step of the journey, and then we have the second. And, normally that's not something I normally say, but it just kind of like, this is our next step. We have another step before things are revealed. There's some revealing here. Again, what are our choices and what are we going to do with the information? Okay, let's see what this last card is. We have Justice. Now, I will tell you, Justice has been coming up a lot in my personal readings. So we have an 11 here. So we have the 1-1 energy. Again, that's new beginnings, new start. We can add it together. It becomes a 2. Choices. What are we going to do with the information? Now, Justice, a lot of times people, will say justice is blind. Just the facts, ma'am. What are we going, again, what are we doing with the information? Justice is not just about the facts. It's more than that. This is divine justice. This is not justice as per what humankind's energy demands of it. Again, this is divine justice, and divine justice is not just the what are the facts, but why. What is the why about this? I mean, it could be, we know that harming someone is wrong, but if you are harming someone to protect someone, is that then wrong? So there is interesting energy with this, but I do get some divine justice coming. Again, it's not, that could be part of karma also. So karma, we are not necessarily in Mercury retrograde, and we're not even in the shadow yet, but what is this, April? So in May, that will be going on. So there is some really big divine energy going on. Choices. Do we choose? And then what do we do with the information that we choose? So that's the universe is just really, there's a lot of uncovering going on this week. We do also have, this is, there are a lot of holy days this week also. So, we have a lot of divine energy going on. No matter who or what you follow, who you believe in, there is a lot of divine source energy going on. I am now going to do something. I'm just going to pick one card. Okay, or I'll let it jump out, which it just did. It was sideways. We have the three. We have the Three of Swords. Swords energy is our Aquarius. Remember, Saturn's in Aquarius. That's part of that planetary alignment. We also have, it's Gemini. Mercury will be going into Gemini the end of this month, I believe. We also have Libra full moon. So this is, our thought processes, making our plans, hearing news. Now, we also have a 3 here. Now, 3, lot of power in 3. So, you say something, you do something, you put out to the universe something in 3s. There's a lot of power with that. There's also celebration. There's also creativity. Now, a lot of people don't like this because this has pain. There's pain related to this. There's hardship related to this. The reason that I do like this card is, even though the pain is there, and you can see that the swords are in the heart, but the heart's not a bloody mess. And if you know anything about anatomy, if you're putting 3 swords in the heart, it would be a bloody mess. Also, too, it does feel like, it does look like the rain clouds are behind it. So there's a lot of, there's a couple of things going on. I'm getting is, one is, healing hurts. I always say that. Ask anyone who goes to physical therapy. Healing does hurt. It hurts to get better. The other thing is that the storm is really behind us, or behind the heart. But there is still some of those gray clouds. There is still some of those hard times. So it's not that the healing has been completed, but the 3 of Hearts does say does encourage us to move forward, to move past. Will we carry the pain with us? Well, until those swords are able to be removed, and that would have to be through, again, some divine energy. Yeah, we carry the pain with us, but this is healing. There is healing, and it's moving away from the hardship. Okay? So interesting stuff going on. I really get the dig deep. We're going to be, there's going to be darkness. Darkness will be there to be exposed. Darkness will be exposed if we choose to look at it, if we choose to bring our light to it. We do have those choices, divine justice. A lot of things can pass. However, the pain will go with us for a little bit longer, but it does, again, it is, what do we hold on to? What do we release? So there's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot of stuff for this week. We will see. Please comment. Let me know, what you think, how you see the world going on around you. I will, again, put the intro, the number to bypass this. I hope you watch this at least one time. Okay, remember, again, like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. It does help, and my views do need to pop a little bit more, so I really appreciate you all. And I really appreciate all of the people who have watched, and I get thousands of people watching, and you people are just wonderful. I really appreciate you all. I pray for you all, and just know that you're in my heart. And let's start the readings now. Hello, my Leos, and we are about to enter into Taurus season. where that wonderful Uranus is. But I think it's time to kick some Uranus, right? Don't you think so? Get things moving, but get it a little bit more controlled for Leos. Well, you'll never really control it, but it has been playing havoc in jobs and work, and I think it's time to push forward. Okay. I mean, really go for the stars. How's that? Okay, let's see what we have for my Leos as we transition from Aries season into Taurus. 3 cards. These are reversed. Here we are. First card, Justice. Interesting with Justice. Now, we have an 8. Now, you'll notice that the one thing that's a little different, because we had Justice in the Weight Rider, and that's an 11. So the one thing about Radley Valentine decks is they switched over the Justice and the Strength cards. So to me, sometimes I get the message of be strong at the same time, you know, divine justice. So just a little explanation on that. So we have an 8, unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. This is also Archangel Raguel. This talks about fighting for, you know, for justice. This talks about going forward, doing what is right. So I do get a lot of the strength energy from here also, being, you know, to say what's right, to do what's right, to be what's right, to, you know, kind of, you know, maybe like I was like in the beginning talking about the High Priestess, looking into that darkness and kind of bringing the light to it. So Justice, when I go with this card here right now, I am getting a combination between the Justice and the Strength card, because sometimes it takes strength, well, many times it takes strength to do what is right. Okay? So we have that. It's just one of those times that you're like, oh gosh, do I have to really be strong this week? Yeah, you have to be strong. You have to push forward. And you may be pulled out of your comfort zone. Again, too, go back to that intro, because there's some choices there. Here we are. Fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. Now, the other thing about this is, you know, Archangel energy, Major Arcana energy, Universal energy. So many of you have been feeling very sluggish, very kind of like, what's the use? At the same time, there has to be some strength to go forward, and this card is just basically saying don't give up, and this is on the universal level. Okay, next card is the Queen of Michael. Well, I love the Queen of Michael because she is compassionate, but she knows her stuff. She really knows. She sees the truth. Now remember, court cards are double energies. Queens have that water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but Michael again is that air energy. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. There's Aquarius and Libra energy going on right now. We will be having some Gemini energy moving in end of month. But this is about being really looking at the picture and not necessarily letting your emotions run you as much as it is about thinking things through. Really looking at it and thinking things through. So there's some things that you just kind of have to step back and really look at the pros and cons. You really have to, you know, I mean, I'm not saying that you're not going to have some emotional attachments to this, but you're going to have to look at it without as much emotion. Because the queens do feel. They feel deeply. But the Queen of Michael steps back and looks at things, and she's going to be more, you know, she's going to be more, just more cerebral in her decision making. So something is, you know, there's a thing about you, there's a feeling, about stepping back, about, you know, maybe getting out of your comfort zone again. That justice, to me, again, there's something, standing up for yourself, standing up for someone else. That Queen of Michael is not necessarily getting emotional, but really seeing the picture clearer than you've had before. Okay, so there's some changes here. There is some changes, or it's really more about digging, again, that High Priestess, digging deep, seeing things the way they're supposed to be, or the way they are, and not necessarily how we would like them to be. Okay, brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, humorous. You know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. So, and remember, justice is also, there's a lot of karmic justice going on with that too. Last card reversed is the Queen of Raphael. So there's your emotional queen. So water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid, emotional. There's the one that feels deeply. Again, you don't want to necessarily, you don't want to necessarily react just on emotions. You want to think things through. But it's also good to have a passion. It's also good to have a cause. And the Queen of Raphael is very passionate for her cause. And what she wants to do is she wants to take care of the, of her family, of her children, of her household, of the things that really connect with her heart. Now, you may not have a family, you may not have a household, you may not have children. It is what is connecting with your heart. That's where we're going with all of this. Feeling things deeply, there's not necessarily saying no for taking no for an answer also. I'm getting, don't take no. This, you're feeling deep, you want this, you're going after something. It's something that you love, something that you cherish. The Queen of Michael is saying, okay, let's do this wisely. Let's not just jump in and be emotional, because how we present ourselves is going to be is going to be weighed, judged. It's going to be judged. It's going to be judged. What we say is going to be judged. And if we come off as too emotional, it's going to really kind of discredit the presentation. And I don't know where we're going with any of this. It's just coming out. It's going to, so we do have to, we can still be emotional, but we also have to think things through. We also have to be clear-headed in our speech. Okay? Again, justice, judged, this, because we're going to be judged. We're going to be, whatever the outcome is going to be, will be based upon the combination between the Queen of Michael and the Queen of Raphael. Okay, let's see what we have here for my Leos here. Let's see. Interesting energies going. Oh, we got a lot here. We got a lot here. Oh my goodness. How many do we have? We have 3. Okay, we're going to go through this, but we're going to go fast because if the cards want to come out, they want to come out. Here we go. 8 of thought. So 8 of air. We know what air is. We know 8 is unlimited opportunities and possibilities. You may feel as though you're restricted by the circumstances you find yourself in, but that's just an illusion. Make a promise to yourself to refuse to be stuck in a situation that's making you unhappy. Don't wait for someone to come to the rescue when you can free yourself. That's interesting. 2 of abundance, choices, abundance, earth energy. Life may be feeling a little out of balance right now. You could be working multiple jobs or trying to make a change in your dream career. It's important to keep things light and stay in touch with your inner child. Make your work as playful as possible. Multitasking with a positive attitude brings success. So there's balancing money energy with that. So it's kind of saying, be a little easier on yourself. And this last one, Ace of thought. So we have that 1. We have that 1 energy, new beginnings. Thought energy again, air energy. This cherub has arrived to congratulate you for your brilliant new idea, which is truly inspired. It's important to communicate clearly, I told you about that, and thoroughly with others who are involved in the implementation of your idea. Don't be dissuaded by little challenges along the way. These are merely course corrections to perfect your plan. Again, you can believe, you can be very passionate, you need to be clear-headed, okay? You'll be judged. You'll be judged on your presentation. I keep getting that too. So here we go. But the Ace of thoughts, Ace of air, new ideas, new challenges. It's really kind of an exciting time. And a lot of times, with the Ace of Swords, which is that one, this is a lot of times the ideas are coming from the divine energy. Okay, let's see what crystal or energy we have for my Leos. And remember, we're going into Taurus and Uranus in Taurus. So that could actually help us to really explode with new ideas, new thoughts, new possibilities. All right, here we are. That one is reversed with crystal or energy for my Leos. Labradorite. Shamanic journeying, brave. Magical power, higher awareness. Okay, interesting stuff for Leos. Yeah, those when those guardian angels, when they pop all out, it's like, oh, but no, we take a breath and we get, we tell what the message is. Anyway, my Leos, take a moment, please, and I want to thank you all for all your wonderful support. We do need to get the channel's views up. I don't know what happens with those, but if you would, please like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. As always, though, my Leos, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.